In the quiet recesses of our minds, where our thoughts linger and bounce off unseen walls, we often encounter toxic people. These individuals come in various shapes and sizes, each more harmful than the last, draining us of our inner peace, resilience, and calmness. However, we are not powerless in these situations. Drawing wisdom from the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, we equip ourselves with strategies rooted in logic and moral goodness to confront and rise above their negative influence. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate a mindset that remains steady amid turmoil. It encourages us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, rather than being swayed by the negativity of others. By practicing this philosophy, we learn to detach ourselves from the harmful effects of toxic people, preserving our mental and emotional well-being. Central to Stoic teachings is the notion of fortifying our inner citadel, the core of our being, with virtues like courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance. These virtues act as shields, protecting us from the toxicity that surrounds us. They empower us to navigate challenging interactions with toxic individuals without losing our sense of self or succumbing to their negativity. Moreover, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and mindfulness. It prompts us to reflect on our own reactions and impulses, helping us to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our interactions with others. Through this introspection, we gain clarity on how to respond to toxic people in ways that are constructive and aligned with our values. In essence, Stoicism offers a philosophical refuge, a sanctuary within ourselves, where we can find strength and resilience in the face of toxicity. By adopting its principles, we not only protect our inner peace but also cultivate a mindset that enables us to transcend the influence of toxic individuals, ultimately leading to greater personal growth and well-being. Number 1. Understand their nature. Marcus Aurelius, in his book Meditations, gives us a valuable lesson about how to approach interactions with others. He advises that when we wake up each morning, we should mentally prepare ourselves. We should remind ourselves that the people we encounter throughout the day might not always be easy to deal with. They could be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, or surly. It's important to understand that when people exhibit negative behavior, it often stems from their own inner struggles and pain. Their actions and attitudes are more about what they are going through internally than about our own value or worth as individuals. This perspective allows us to not take their behavior personally. Instead of reacting negatively or becoming upset by their actions, Aurelius encourages us to maintain our composure and empathy. By recognizing that their behavior is a reflection of their own difficulties, we can approach them with patience and understanding. This doesn't mean we condone their behavior, but rather that we respond with compassion and wisdom. Moreover, Aurelius teaches us that by acknowledging the struggles of others, we can cultivate a mindset of resilience and inner peace. We learn to navigate challenging interactions with a greater sense of calm and equanimity. This approach empowers us to focus on our own growth and well-being rather than allowing the negativity of others to affect us deeply. In essence, Aurelius's words remind us of the power of perspective. By understanding that people's actions are often driven by their own inner turmoil, we can choose how to respond thoughtfully. This mindset not only fosters healthier relationships, but also enhances our own emotional resilience and mental strength in the face of adversity. Number 2. Maintain inner peace. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher of ancient Greece, imparted enduring wisdom with his maxim: "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This timeless principle underscores the power of our responses in shaping our lives, emphasizing that our inner strength and mindset determine our peace and happiness more than external events. He metaphorically described the mind as a fortress, urging individuals to fortify themselves against negativity and adversity. This analogy suggests that, like a well-defended stronghold, our inner resilience can shield us from the harmful influences of toxic people or challenging situations, preserving our tranquility and mental well-being. Epictetus believed in the importance of self-mastery, advocating for the control of our reactions as a pathway to maintaining inner peace. By consciously choosing how we respond to life's trials, we assert control over our emotions and maintain a steadfast demeanor amidst turmoil. This approach empowers individuals to cultivate resilience and withstand external pressures without losing their sense of equilibrium. His teachings inspire a proactive approach to life, encouraging individuals to focus on nurturing their inner fortitude rather than being swayed by external circumstances. This Stoic philosophy promotes a mindset that prioritizes personal growth, emotional resilience, and a serene outlook despite the unpredictability of life's challenges. In summary, Epictetus's philosophy provides a blueprint for living a meaningful and fulfilling life by emphasizing the transformative potential of our reactions. By cultivating inner strength and choosing our responses wisely, we can navigate life's complexities with grace and resilience, ultimately fostering a deeper sense of contentment and well-being. Number 3. Set boundaries. Seneca, an ancient philosopher, once advised people to surround themselves with individuals who can help them grow. This means setting clear limits about who you spend your time with. It's about respecting yourself enough to avoid people who constantly make you feel tired or negative. Instead, focus on being around those who bring out the best in you and make you feel motivated and positive. When Seneca talks about associating with people who can improve you, he means choosing friends and companions wisely. These are the people who support your goals and encourage your personal development. By setting boundaries, you're protecting your own well-being and happiness. You're saying no to interactions that drain your energy or make you feel bad about yourself. Surrounding yourself with uplifting and inspiring individuals is crucial for your mental and emotional health. These are the people who believe in you and challenge you to become a better person. They provide encouragement and positivity, which can significantly impact your outlook on life. In summary, Seneca's advice is about being selective with the company you keep. It's about valuing yourself enough to avoid toxic relationships and embracing those that nourish your growth. By establishing clear boundaries and choosing positive influences, you create an environment where you can thrive personally and professionally. Ultimately, the people you surround yourself with can shape your mindset and impact your life's direction. Choosing to associate with those who uplift and inspire you aligns with Seneca's philosophy of seeking improvement and self-respect. Number 4. Practice indifference. The Stoic concept of apatheia offers a profound philosophy on maintaining emotional equilibrium amidst life's challenges and the actions of others. It teaches us not to be swayed by external events or the opinions of toxic individuals who may seek to provoke or harm us. Instead, apatheia encourages us to cultivate inner calm and resilience, remaining steadfast in the face of adversity. In practical terms, this means that regardless of the insults hurled or malicious intent behind someone's actions, we strive to retain our composure and peace of mind. Rather than reacting impulsively or allowing ourselves to be emotionally affected, we choose a path of rationality and detachment. This doesn't imply suppressing emotions, but rather channeling them through the lens of reason and virtue. Central to apatheia is the Stoic belief in focusing on what lies within our control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, while accepting that external circumstances and others' behaviors are beyond our influence. By prioritizing our inner state over external validation or criticism, we fortify ourselves against the turbulence of life. When confronted with challenges or negativity, practicing apatheia enables us to approach situations with a clear mind and ethical clarity. It underscores the importance of self-mastery and personal growth, advocating for a mindset that values inner peace and moral integrity above fleeting external pressures. Ultimately, apatheia invites us to transcend emotional volatility and external disturbances, fostering a deep-seated resilience that empowers us to navigate life's complexities with grace and wisdom. It serves as a timeless guide for achieving a harmonious balance between our inner world and the external forces we encounter. Number 5. Focus on what you can control. Epictetus, an ancient philosopher, once advised that we should focus on what we can control and accept the rest as it comes. This wisdom is particularly useful when dealing with toxic people. Toxic individuals are those who often bring negativity or difficulty into our lives. We might not be able to change who they are or how they behave, but we have power over how we respond to them. Firstly, It's essential to understand that we cannot alter the fundamental nature of toxic people. They may criticize, manipulate, or spread negativity, but recognizing this helps us avoid futile attempts to change them. Instead, we can choose to protect ourselves emotionally and mentally. This involves setting boundaries and deciding how much influence their behavior will have over us. Secondly, our reactions to toxic behavior are within our control. Epictetus suggests that rather than letting their actions upset us, we can choose to respond calmly and rationally. This doesn't mean ignoring harmful behavior, but rather responding from a place of strength and clarity. By managing our responses, we prevent toxic behavior from affecting our well-being. Furthermore, our attitudes towards toxic individuals can significantly impact our experiences. Epictetus encourages us to cultivate a mindset that fosters resilience and inner peace. This means reframing our thoughts about their behavior and not allowing it to define our mood or self-worth. By maintaining a positive attitude, we can mitigate the negative effects of their presence in our lives. In conclusion, Epictetus's teaching reminds us that while we cannot change toxic people, we hold the power to manage our responses and attitudes towards them. This approach empowers us to protect our well-being and maintain a sense of control over challenging interpersonal dynamics. By focusing on what we can control, our reactions and mindset, we can navigate relationships with toxic individuals with greater peace and resilience. Number 6. Cultivate compassion. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and philosopher, once wisely said, "Before you criticize someone, ask yourself if you have the same fault." This timeless advice encourages us to pause and reflect on our own imperfections before pointing out those of others. It's a reminder that self-awareness and introspection are essential in how we interact with people, especially those who exhibit toxic behavior. Toxic individuals, who often spread negativity or cause harm, should not immediately be condemned but approached with empathy. They too grapple with personal struggles and flaws, just like everyone else. Understanding this can help us respond to their actions with more compassion and patience. When confronted with toxic behavior, it's natural to feel frustrated or hurt. However, Marcus Aurelius urges us to consider the underlying reasons behind such actions. Perhaps these individuals are dealing with unresolved issues or internal battles that manifest in harmful ways towards others. Rather than simply judging or avoiding toxic people, Marcus Aurelius encourages us to delve deeper into their circumstances. This doesn't mean excusing their behavior, but rather trying to comprehend their perspective and struggles. Such empathy can lead to more constructive responses and even opportunities to help them address their challenges. In essence, Marcus Aurelius's teachings prompt us to replace judgment with understanding. By recognizing our own faults and vulnerabilities, we become better equipped to handle difficult interactions with empathy and grace. This approach not only improves our relationships but also fosters a more compassionate and considerate society. Number 7. Develop emotional resilience. Seneca, an ancient philosopher, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." What he meant was that many of the things we worry about or fear don't actually happen, and our minds tend to exaggerate problems. He believed that if we could make our minds stronger, we could handle negative situations better. This means understanding that the real harm doesn't come from what others do to us, but from how we perceive and interpret their actions. Imagine someone says something mean to you. Seneca would advise not to immediately feel hurt or upset, but to pause and think about whether their words truly matter in the grand scheme of things. Often, our minds blow things out of proportion, making us feel worse than we need to. By training ourselves to be mentally resilient, we can lessen the impact of such negativity. In today's world, where social media and constant communication expose us to all sorts of opinions and criticisms, Seneca's advice is more relevant than ever. It's easy to get caught up in what others say or think about us. However, if we remember that our interpretations of their words hold the power to hurt us more than the words themselves, we can maintain a stronger sense of self-worth and inner peace. Practicing mindfulness and self-awareness are key to implementing Seneca's teachings. Instead of letting our minds run wild with assumptions and fears, we can actively choose to focus on what truly matters and what we can control. This mindset shift can help us navigate through challenges with clarity and resilience, ultimately leading to a happier and more balanced life. In essence, Seneca encourages us to build mental strength by realizing that much of our suffering comes from our own thoughts and interpretations. By mastering our minds and not letting external negativity define us, we can cultivate a deeper sense of calm and confidence in our daily lives. Number 8. Use negative visualization. One effective Stoic practice is called premeditatio malorum, which means imagining the worst that could happen. This exercise involves thinking through possible challenges or difficult situations before they occur. By doing this, we prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally for potential hardships. It helps us become more resilient and less likely to be caught off guard or overwhelmed when tough times come our way. When we take the time to imagine these worst-case scenarios, we give ourselves a chance to plan how we might respond. This preparation can reduce our fear and anxiety about what might happen because we've already thought about it and are somewhat ready for it. It's like practicing for a difficult exam or a sports match. The more we practice, the better we perform under pressure. This practice also helps us gain perspective. By imagining the worst, we often realize that even if things go badly, we can still handle it. This realization can lessen the power that fear and uncertainty have over us. It shifts our focus from worrying about what might happen to being more present and proactive in dealing with whatever does happen. Moreover, premeditatio malorum can strengthen our emotional resilience. It trains our minds to stay calm and composed in the face of adversity. Instead of being blindsided or devastated by unexpected challenges or the negativity of others, we develop a mindset that can adapt and stay steady amidst turmoil. In essence, this Stoic exercise is about mental preparedness and inner strength. It's not about expecting the worst to happen, but rather about being realistic and proactive in how we approach life's uncertainties. By practicing premeditatio malorum, we empower ourselves to face difficulties with courage and grace, knowing that we have already considered and prepared for various outcomes. Number 9. Seek solitude. Seneca, a renowned philosopher of ancient Rome, passionately advocated for the practice of withdrawing from the hustle and bustle of daily life to engage in deep reflection and regain inner strength. His famous quote, "It is a mistake to think that one is idle if one is quiet," challenges the notion that being alone and contemplative equates to laziness or unproductivity. Instead, Seneca believed that these moments of solitude are essential for mental clarity and resilience, especially in times of overwhelming negativity or adversity. According to Seneca, when faced with challenges or when negativity seems overwhelming, retreating into solitude is not a form of escapism, but a strategic maneuver to recharge and gather one's thoughts. It's a deliberate pause from the chaos of external demands to focus inwardly, where one can confront issues with a clear mind and fortified spirit. Solitude, in Seneca's philosophy, serves as a sanctuary for deep introspection and contemplation. By stepping away from distractions and noise, individuals can gain perspective on their lives, evaluate their decisions, and discern the best path forward. It's akin to climbing a mountain to gain a panoramic view, allowing one to see beyond immediate concerns and connect with deeper truths. Seneca's teachings underscore the importance of valuing quiet moments of self-reflection in today's fast-paced world. In an era dominated by constant connectivity and multitasking, finding solitude becomes increasingly vital. It's not merely about taking a break, but actively nurturing one's mental and emotional well-being, fostering resilience to navigate life's challenges effectively. Ultimately, Seneca's wisdom encourages us to embrace solitude as a means to cultivate profound self-awareness and fortitude. By prioritizing moments of retreat and reflection, individuals can harness their inner strength, make wiser decisions, and lead a more balanced and fulfilling life amidst the complexities of modern existence. Number 10. Stay rooted in virtue. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, imparted timeless wisdom when he said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This profound advice underscores the importance of integrity and truthfulness in our actions and words, urging us to uphold moral principles even in challenging situations. In practical terms, Aurelius encourages us to align our behaviors with what is morally right and to speak only truths. This directive challenges us to resist the temptation to compromise our values or integrity for the sake of convenience or peer pressure. It emphasizes the significance of living with integrity, where our actions reflect our deeply held beliefs and virtues. Integrity, according to Aurelius, is not just a personal virtue, but a cornerstone of healthy relationships in society at large. When individuals consistently act with honesty and righteousness, they foster trust and respect in their interactions. This creates a foundation of reliability and authenticity in personal and professional relationships, essential for collective harmony and progress. Moreover, Aurelius's advice highlights the broader implications of ethical conduct on society. By advocating for truthfulness and moral rectitude, he promotes a community where fairness and justice prevail. Such a community thrives on principles of accountability and transparency, ensuring that individuals and institutions operate with integrity for the greater good. Ultimately, Aurelius's teachings encourage us to strive for excellence in character and conduct. They inspire a commitment to moral responsibility and ethical behavior, reinforcing the idea that personal integrity is essential not only for individual fulfillment, but also for building a more just and compassionate world. Embracing these principles fosters a society where integrity and virtue are valued and celebrated, enriching the lives of all its members. Number 11. Embrace the present moment. Epictetus, an ancient philosopher, once shared a profound idea about life. He said that much of our life is lived inside us, meaning we often dwell on thoughts about the past or worry about the future instead of being fully present in the moment. According to him, our true power lies in focusing on the present moment rather than getting caught up in past regrets or future fears. This perspective suggests that by embracing the present, we can overcome the influence toxic people might have on us. When we immerse ourselves in the present moment, we become less affected by negative influences from our past or worries about what might happen in the future. This doesn't mean forgetting important lessons from the past or ignoring responsible planning for the future. Instead, it's about placing our attention on what we can control right now, which is where our actions and choices truly matter. Toxic people who may try to manipulate or harm us lose their power when we focus on the present. By staying grounded in the here and now, we are less likely to be swayed by their negativity or influenced by their attempts to disrupt our peace of mind. This mindset empowers us to respond to situations calmly and thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively based on past grievances or future anxieties. Living in the moment also allows us to appreciate the richness of life as it unfolds. We can savor the experiences, connections, and opportunities that come our way without being overshadowed by regrets about what has already happened or concerns about what might come next. This mindful approach fosters a deeper sense of contentment and fulfillment in our daily lives. In essence, Epictetus's teaching encourages us to harness the power of the present moment. By doing so, we not only free ourselves from the grip of toxic influences, but also enrich our lives with a greater sense of clarity, peace, and purpose. His wisdom reminds us that our ability to shape our experiences begins with how attentively we engage with the here and now. Number 12. Reflect and learn. After encountering toxicity, it's important to pause and deeply analyze what just happened. Take a moment to really feel and understand the emotions that arose during that interaction. Did it spark anger, frustration, or perhaps sadness? Reflect on how you responded in the heat of the moment. Did you manage to stay composed, or did your emotions get the better of you? These reflections are pivotal for your personal development. By gaining insight into your emotional reactions and behavioral responses, you empower yourself to learn and grow from each experience. This self-awareness serves as a foundation for building resilience, enabling you to confront future challenges with greater strength and clarity. Think of it as refining a skill. You're actively refining your ability to handle tough situations with poise and resilience. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, champions this kind of resilience. It emphasizes understanding our emotions and mastering self-control to face adversity with grace and fortitude. Each reflection after encountering toxicity serves as a practice session in adopting this Stoic mindset. Therefore, the next time you encounter toxicity, resist the urge to simply move on. Instead, take a deliberate moment to reflect deeply. Consider what insights you've gained about your emotional responses and coping mechanisms. Use these insights as building blocks to better prepare yourself for similar challenges down the road. Over time, you'll notice yourself growing stronger and more adept at maintaining inner peace, even amidst turbulent circumstances. Number 13. Let go of attachment. Seneca, a famous philosopher, said that people who are not overly attached to material things will find it easier to deal with losing them. This wisdom can also be applied to our relationships with people. It's essential to avoid being overly reliant on the approval or acceptance of individuals who are toxic or harmful to us. Your sense of self-worth should come from within you and not be influenced by what others think or say. Think about someone who doesn't base their happiness or self-esteem on owning luxurious items. If they lose those items, they won't feel a profound sense of loss because their joy and sense of self are not dependent on material possessions. In the same way, if you detach yourself from the need for validation from toxic people, their negative opinions and behavior will not impact your self-esteem or how you perceive yourself. It's crucial to understand that self-worth is inherent and intrinsic. It is about recognizing and appreciating your own strengths, values, and qualities, independent of external validation. Just like having an inner compass, your self-worth should guide you from within, not swayed by others' approval or criticism. When you value your own standards and beliefs over the judgments of others, you build a stronger, more resilient sense of self. To further illustrate, consider the scenario of dealing with toxic people. These are individuals who bring negativity and harm into your life, whether through criticism, manipulation, or other damaging behaviors. If your self-worth is tied to their approval, you will constantly be at their mercy, feeling unworthy and insecure when they disapprove. By releasing your attachment to their acceptance, you free yourself from their control and maintain your self-respect and confidence. In conclusion, the key lesson from Seneca's teaching is to cultivate a sense of self-worth that is independent of external factors, whether they are material possessions or the approval of toxic individuals. Your value comes from within, and by recognizing this, you empower yourself to withstand loss and negativity without compromising your sense of self. This inner strength allows you to navigate life's challenges with resilience and confidence, grounded in the understanding that your worth is not dictated by others. Number 14. Seek wisdom. Regularly enriching your mind with Stoic teachings is crucial for personal growth and mental fortitude. Stoicism, a philosophy founded in ancient Greece, offers timeless wisdom that can help you navigate life's ups and downs. By immersing yourself in the works of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, you gain insights that can guide your thoughts and actions. This ongoing engagement with Stoic ideas acts as a protective barrier against the negative influence of toxic individuals, helping you maintain your emotional and mental equilibrium. The core tenets of Stoic philosophy emphasize the importance of reason, virtue, and focusing on what you can control while accepting what you cannot. By embracing these principles, you develop a resilient mindset that enables you to handle adversity with grace and composure. Stoic teachings encourage you to detach from external circumstances and concentrate on your inner life, cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. This shift in perspective helps you stay grounded, reducing the impact of negativity from others and fostering a sense of inner peace. Stoic philosophy provides practical tools for self-reflection and personal development. It encourages you to examine your thoughts and behaviors, leading to greater self-awareness and intentionality in your actions. When you consistently apply Stoic principles, you become better equipped to respond to challenges constructively. For instance, instead of reacting impulsively to criticism or conflict, you can pause, reflect on the situation, and choose a measured response that aligns with your values. This practice not only enhances your mental resilience, but also improves your relationships and overall well-being. Incorporating Stoic teachings into your daily life involves more than just intellectual understanding. It requires active application. This means integrating Stoic principles into your decision-making processes and interactions with others. By doing so, you build a foundation of ethical conduct and personal integrity. For example, when faced with a difficult decision, you might ask yourself what a Stoic philosopher would do in your situation, guiding you towards choices that reflect courage and virtue. Over time, this consistent practice strengthens your character and fortifies you against the corrosive effects of toxic influences. Ultimately, continually nourishing your mind with Stoic teachings is a lifelong journey of self-improvement and empowerment. It equips you with a robust set of tools to navigate life's complexities with confidence and poise. As you internalize the wisdom of the Stoics, you become more adept at managing your emotions, making sound decisions, and maintaining a sense of purpose and fulfillment. This ongoing process of learning and growth enables you to lead a life marked by resilience, wisdom, and inner strength, regardless of the external challenges you may face. Number 15. Embrace your power. Epictetus, a famous philosopher, once said something very important about the human mind. He stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These words remind us that we have control over our thoughts and reactions, even if we can't control what happens around us. By understanding and embracing this idea, we can tap into a deep source of personal strength. Within each of us lies an incredible power. This power enables us to rise above challenges and overcome difficulties. Even when we are surrounded by negativity or find ourselves in toxic situations, we can still thrive. This inner strength acts like a shield, helping us to not just endure but to grow and succeed despite adversity. It's a reminder that no matter how bad things may seem, we have the ability to maintain control over our minds and emotions. Consider a scenario where things are not going your way. Maybe someone is being unfair or circumstances are particularly tough. It can be easy to feel overwhelmed and powerless in such situations. However, by focusing on what we can control, our thoughts and reactions, we can rise above these difficulties. We can choose to stay positive, keep our composure, and not let the negativity affect us. This mental discipline can transform how we experience and handle challenges. Understanding that we are not powerless victims of our circumstances is very empowering. It means that even when life throws obstacles our way, we have the capacity to choose our response. Instead of being dragged down by negative events, we can use our inner strength to persevere. This resilience is what helps us to find joy and fulfillment, even when times are tough. By focusing on our inner resources, we can navigate life's ups and downs more effectively. So, whenever you feel overwhelmed by negativity or difficult situations, remember the wisdom of Epictetus. Recognize that your power lies in how you manage your mind. By cultivating this awareness and focusing on your internal strength, you can overcome obstacles and live a more fulfilling life. This approach not only helps in managing stress, but also fosters a sense of empowerment and resilience, enabling you to thrive regardless of external circumstances. Life often challenges us with difficult people and situations that test our character. These challenges can be like a crucible, a place where metals are melted down and purified. Similarly, facing toxic people can purify our strength and resilience. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us valuable lessons in handling adversity. It encourages us to see challenges not as obstacles but as opportunities for growth. By embracing Stoic wisdom, we can turn difficult situations into personal victories. This philosophy helps us not only endure hardships, but also emerge stronger, wiser, and more virtuous. On this journey of self-discovery and personal growth, we learn to master our emotions and cultivate inner peace. Stoicism teaches us to remain steadfast and resilient in the face of adversity. It empowers us to stay true to our values and principles, even when confronted with negativity or hostility from others. Together, as we navigate through life's challenges, we strengthen our resolve and fortitude. We support each other in our quest for personal development and enlightenment. By applying Stoic principles in our daily lives, we strive to achieve a state of tranquility and fulfillment, regardless of external circumstances. In essence, Stoicism guides us to transform hardships into opportunities for personal evolution. It reminds us that our true strength lies not in avoiding challenges, but in how we respond to them with courage, wisdom, and integrity.